Well, happy Sports Ball Day, everyone. Normally I'd be pretty excited for the Super Bowl. I think the last one that I watched, though, fully all the way through, probably was 50. I'm trying to think. It's like I caught bits and pieces of the rest of them. I saw a little bit of the comeback, the Atlanta Falcons Patriots. I saw the goal line interception by Russell Wilson with the Seahawks. And outside of that, yeah, I haven't really had a whole lot of, care for this. And this is pretty much chiefly why it's become just a dump of social justice nonsense. Like, it's two teams that I normally like. I've got nothing against the Chiefs and the Bucks. It's kind of nice, Even though I'm a devout Raiders and Ravens fans, it's weird having a kind of a revelation that, that Tom Brady's probably the best to have ever done this, holding that grudge from 2001 with the Tuck Rule game. But yeah, proving that, he was even better than the system that birthed him in the Belichick with the Patriots up there, and then just taking down and continuing his success in Tampa Bay is kind of, casts off any doubts that I had before. So, not my favorite quarterback, but you can say that he's probably the best to have ever done it. I think we can all agree on that. But yeah, that's about the depth of the sports analysis, because I'm not going to watch the game. I've still got a bunch of fucking videos to do anyway, so who really gives a shit? And I think it's coming up on halftime by the time that I'm recording this, so just give you a little behind the scenes look, folks. But yeah, it kicked off with the national anthem, God Save America. And yeah, the Black National Anthem, because that's a thing. And yeah, also they had to listen to a poem. The people that were there had to listen to a poem by Amanda Gorman that honored teachers. Ugh, yeah, the ones like in Chicago that won't bother going back to work because it's not safe for us. Won't you please think of the grade school teachers? Ugh. Military veterans, you'll have a much larger base of those when Biden's done. Still taking bets on when Syria is going to go hot, or targeting Ethiopia of all places. And frontline healthcare workers, ugh, yeah, they're such great heroes when they're not dancing on TikTok. Fuck them, fuck the teachers, and I've got nothing bad to say about military veterans. So, but again, the entirety of sports used to be just a distraction. It used to be separate from politics, but the assholes in charge just want you to never have a fucking waking moment to yourself when you're not thinking about all of this social justice messaging. Like, I'm sure the commercials are probably fairly terrible, considering the lengths that they're going to in the stadium. Like, a bunch of cutouts, like, that's just creepy. Like, okay, it's in Florida. It's in Tampa, obviously. The Bucks are the first team to play in the modern era in their own stadium, which is cool. And Florida's been wide open forever, but the fact that, yeah, you got some pictures of some assholes wearing masks, and I don't know if they're mandatory in the stadium, but it's an open-air stadium, and it's going to be like 65 at kickoff, so whatever. I don't know, leftists just kind of want to ruin everything and just make sure that you don't have any fun and that you're constantly wondering about how you can be a better ally. And look at all the diversity in those cutouts. Like, I mean, come on. I see an overrepresentation of certain groups over others, but this was already pointed out to be creepy during the entirety of the MLB season, so I don't know why they'd bring it back, but I guess they need to get their inspire change message in there. What more change do you need? You've already fucking ruined everything. But I like the fact that there's actually going to be real fans in the stands. That is terrific. That's what the message of the Super Bowl is, okay? It's normally just, a big corporate event, and most of the hardcore fans, the championship weekend is more or less just their Super Bowl. But most people just, on a regular year, every other year prior to this year, Super Bowl weekend's an opportunity to get together with your friends and your family and, have nachos and wings and corn dogs and sit back and enjoy the game, I suppose. Oh, and beer. Right, that's a thing. I know I sound so cool. But of course, everybody had to put a damper on that. And by everybody, I mean Fauci and his crew. Everybody is like, oh, don't get together because you're just going to spread everything. But if you manage to still watch the game with your immediate family, make sure that you don't cheer, because that'll be a super spreader as well, because they don't want you to ever have fun with anything. The CDC is advising against cheering loudly at Super Bowl parties. What, so you're just supposed to sit there and snap or golf clap? Well, probably not golf clap. They'll probably just recommend that you snap or use jazz hands because you don't want to trigger any of your bros that are sitting around. To be fair, the picture that they use is somebody who has a man bun, so there is the opportunity for somebody to be triggered in that. But yeah, this is, just ruining one of the last bastions that men have. Like, sports is quite possibly the last domain where masculinity and success was accepted and strived for. It's weird that it's going to be embraced more in the female side of the ledger than it will be on the male side, because you can thank President Biden for that one. And speaking of him, he has a very special message. Well, his wife does, for Super Bowl Sunday. Don't forget to mask up even when you're out walking your dog. See how much they just want to ruin any instance of fun. There's no science to prove that wearing a mask outside in public does really anything. So it's just all about submission, getting into everything, perverting it, and just making it toxic. Exactly what they propose that they aren't doing by using the tactics to infiltrate it. That's why I'm sad I'm not watching the Super Bowl, because it's just become a toxic property. And it looks like it's already kind of a blowout at half, 21-6 for the Bucks. I don't know, yeah, cheer for the Bucks because there's a few Trump supporters on there. So, yay Brady. That's incredibly weird to say. But with that said, don't let other assholes ruin your time. And if you do find yourself in the company of some Budinsky, feel free to spike him like Gronk. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.